Impemba and James Grande.
What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook live preview show, not live show. I'm not going to be on the live show. That's Keith and Grande will be on the live show at 5 o'clock. This is the preview show. We are here Thursday evening looking at the DraftKings 4-game main slate because they don't like us. They don't like you. They don't care about the 10 p.m. games for this slate specifically. They cared about them for other slates earlier this week. So your slate starts at 7 and ends at 7:30. Maybe they want you to have a nice early Friday. I don't know. But just 4 games to talk about here. Some key players already ruled out. We got the Darius Garland news already ruled out there. Obviously, we're figuring out. I think everybody for Philly is good to go. They're just
they're probable. Probable.
Kawhi obviously played the other day. So we'll see. I guess technically what goes on for that situation. Back-to-backs. I don't think we have anybody on a back-to-back, right? So
no
back-to-backs.
No.
All right. Your highest priced player on the slate is James Harden because Maxey just gets no respect. Harden's 98, Maxey's 90. The price is coming down on Tyrese Maxey. $9,700 for him. Those are your top 2 guys. They're both fine, but I would play Maxey over Harden here. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I largely agree. The only way I probably wouldn't is if Kawhi sat, but sure. It just seems like Kawhi is going to keep playing.
Keep being questionable and then play?
And then get asked about playoff Kawhi, and he says, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Which is a legit, it's a funny question to ask him, and it's also a funny response.
Sure.
So I wouldn't not play James Harden, but I would lean Tyrese Maxey.
Wasn't a good start for Maxey last time out against Cleveland, but they also got blown out, and he only played 31 minutes. No Darius Garland in this game for Cleveland. Let's go around.
Yeah, and we do this all the time. Like, we're not playing Tyrese Maxey due to one bad game.
No.
He has been one of the NBA's best fantasy players all year long.
Yep, and the minutes are definitely going to be there as long as this is a competitive game, and the price is cheaper than it's been, down $200. Tier down below, Nembhard 72, Quickly $7,000. We'll see if Quickly actually suits up or not. He is questionable for this one. He did not play the last couple of games here, so you got to pay attention there. Again, it's a small slate, so the tiers kind of drop on you pretty quickly. But Nembhard versus the Pelicans obviously is kind of an appealing spot.
Yes, it is a very good spot. Indiana is what they are. Nembhard's going to play low 30s minutes. Seemingly, the back injury is going to just limit him to that. But, I think 7,200 is a good price and a really good spot. If Quickly plays, I'd have interest. There's a real injury. There's also a lot of trade rumors swirling. So there's that as well. I get to both of those players if they're available.
Then again, it drops back down under $6,000. Trey Jones is 59. Do we have a Kobe White status for this game?
Yeah, he's available.
Okay. Trey Jones, you get Fears, Agor 54, Shed 52, which obviously if there's no Quickly could be appealing. Jordan Poole at $5,200.
Yeah, I mean, Trey Jones has a really good ceiling, pretty good floor as well. Obviously, he's not going to shoot 11 for 12 and score 34 actual again, but he does have a good floor. I think Jeremiah Fears is okay. I mean, the minutes have been pretty consistent, but he's a rookie and is very inconsistent in terms of efficiency. So sure. I think Jeremiah Fears is fine if you get there. That game is appealing. Jaeger, Dioman, I don't know, dude. We're talking about another rookie. He has been pretty good lately. Yeah. He just nightly will have to deal with Cam Thomas and Michael Porter being available. And that's not fun. That's not a thing. He has been much more efficient than he was. And he is basically only taking threes at this point. Like he has, if you look at his volume, it's mostly just 3-point volume, which isn't a bad thing when it's going in. Like he's shooting, he's shooting 40% on the year, which is, not what his profile was coming out of college. It was elite vision, really tall for a point guard and not a good shooter. And it's been actually not that at all. He's shooting 40% from three. So I think Jaegor's good. I think people are actually going to shy away from Jamal Shed here.
Okay.
And people are going to be worried about him chalk busting 2 times in a row. But I feel like there's something to it when he hasn't been good for back-to-back slates, but I would go back to the well. Like pretty good spot against the Clippers. If Quickly's out again, that means it's Quickly, Barrett, Walter, Pirtle all out again. That's 4 primary pieces of their rotation, possibly Mamukelashvili as well. So
you still got 34 minutes. So
you still got the 30. Yes, and we know he's an elite passer. The scoring just has been down, but we saw on multiple occasions this year that it is
2 games
it's in his range of outcomes to score. So I wouldn't shy away from him. I know there's going to be other chalky Cleveland plays that we're going to talk about.
You've been a big Craig Porter Jr. guy this season.
I have been. I mean, I think it's been a warranted reason. Like he is a very good fantasy player when he's been out there. I don't think he starts. And 4,800 is definitely different. Now, it's not just Garland out here. It's Sam Merrill and it's also Dean Wade. Those are 2 guys that they would typically start. So Mitchell probably starts at point guard, Tyson, Allen, Mobley. And then I think it could be a few guys. I think DeAndre Hunter could enter the starting lineup, even though he hates his life. And that's been...
You said he is demanding to be traded.
He is having literally the worst time out of anyone in the history of the NBA. Or it could be like Naquan Tomlin. It could just be Craig Porter as well, and they just go with the point guard route. 4,800 is a lot for Craig Porter. He is a good fantasy player, but we also saw him start a few games ago, and he immediately got benched in that Minnesota game. So they aren't scared to take minutes away. So at 4,800, I think he has to start. I would like him to start.
And this pricing is solely because DraftKings knew ahead of time that Garland was ruled.
Knew ahead of time. Yeah, knew ahead of time. Had the notification bells on. Said
didn't miss it.
Didn't miss it. Didn't miss it. So yeah, I think Porter's good. McConnell played 21 minutes last game. I think there's a really good TJ McConnell spot you can get to. I would be curious because they dusted off Lonzo last game in the blowout, and he played really well in the 14 minutes he played. I would be very curious to see what they do with Lonzo because he's 4K. Like that's a pretty, it's a good price, but it's also kind of a risky one as well. He played in the second quarter and then basically closed the game. So I'm a little indifferent about Lonzo. I think Quentin Jackson's in the rotation, but we don't need to go there. They could play Tyrese Proctor more here as well if they just skip over Lonzo.
Sure.
But I don't know if we need to do any of that.
All right. Shooting guard then. Donnie Mitch here, 96. Always kind of guy that's in play anyways. It's a shorter slate. Only a few guys have the type of ceiling that he brings to the table. So if you find yourself getting to Donovan Mitchell without Darius Garland, no one's going to sit here. However, Trey Murphy has been a dog.
Hooping.
The price is going up on him, so I can't be it needs to be more expensive, but 260 bombs, a 55, a couple of 50s in the last 5. I mean,
yeah, four of his last 6, he's gone for 50, 51 fantasy points or more.
So 5x is 40, 6x is 48. You're getting, 7x is 56. I mean, you're just multiplication tables right there. You're getting some really good value here, and it is another good spot for him to do some damage.
Undoubtedly a great spot. Nothing really bad to say. I do think Donovan Mitchell might be my favorite spend up of the day. So I might still lean Donovan Mitchell if we get up to him. I mean, we've seen this without Darius Garland. He is like moon to the moon.
Yeah.
So I still probably lean Donovan Mitchell, but yeah, I think you don't have a wrong answer. Mitchell, Murphy, Ingram. Dude, Brandon Ingram, we already know there's no RJ. We know there's no Pirtle. We know there's no Jacoby Walter. There's possibly no Quickly or Mamukelashvili. He took 23 shots and had 30 actual in 36 minutes. And for whatever reason, I remember our boy Warren was like, why is Brandon Ingram 8K? And that was like a month ago. It was literally in like the middle of December, and he's still some reason under 8K. Yeah. So yeah, I would play basically anybody. Any of those top three are all elite plays.
I mean, Edgecombe still plays a bunch of minutes when they're in competitive games as well. He's $6,900.
Yep.
You talk about, he's third essentially in that team now, but still. You liked the Kobe White price the other day. The shot didn't fall. He only took 7 of them in a game at 150 points, but still gave you 25 fantasy points despite that. $6,300. Brooklyn, we've talked Brooklyn's defense. Are you in or out?
Yeah, I'm in. I mean, I think the fact that 30 minutes is on the table matters. I don't know if you've seen all these reports, Sean, but like the Bulls are basically confirming they're going all in to trade people. They are dumping. They're going to get rid of Vooch. They are going to get rid of Kobe White. And I don't think
we've heard that before.
Yes, I think this is finally the time. I think they have finally waved the white flag here and basically been like, all right, we got nothing left. And I think you kind of can see that in the minutes, right? Kobe White coming off the calf strain and twice, 29, 30 minutes, right? They want to get him back up. We're going to talk about the Vooch minutes here in a second. He's playing more minutes than he's basically played all year long. So I like Kobe White as long as he's on this team without Josh Giddey because he's still only $6,300.
Cam Thomas a little bit below him at $5,800. 24 minutes back-to-back games, so he is getting up into the mid-tier, but maybe a little bit too expensive. I would say obviously this would be a matchup where you could have the 30 points in 25-minute Cam Thomas game. But you can't confidently put him in a single entry. If you're playing a 20 max, maybe you sprinkle him in 1 or 2, but that's probably it. You do have Tyson at $5,200. I bet tomorrow morning ownership run probably has Tyson getting some love there.
Yeah, no Merrill, no Garland. Yeah. He's going to be pretty popular.
I told you to check this when we did this the other day, just to clock it. I think I said clock it. I said clock the Grady Dick, 30 minutes, double, 21 and 11. If there's no everybody out again.
There's no everybody.
I mean, right, quickly, Barrett's already out. If Walter and all those guys are out again, Grady Dick's gonna get 30 minutes. I was kind of, I was bullish on him last year. I would.
Yes.
He's a shooter. And they're gonna need some guys on the floor, so I don't mind it. I wish he was still 3,400 and not 4,400. But if he's gonna be on the floor, dude, I would take a stab at him.
Yeah, I think that's if we get the quickly out news early, like middle of the day, right? Noon.
Yeah.
A 4-game slate, Grady Dick's going to be 50% roster.
Because, right now, you probably get people playing Jordan Miller.
Yes.
Same price, right?
Yeah. So interesting. He didn't start the other day. They started Kobe Sanders. John Collins is listed questionable. I still think Jordan Miller is the better play. I'm just commenting more than I am anything else.
Sure.
But I do think, truthfully, John, I would also, if John Collins was out, I would, and let's say Toronto ran it back with the same.
Yeah.
I would also play Jordan Miller.
Okay. Just playing both.
I would probably just depend on the ownership for me. I probably wouldn't play them both because I feel like they're both super low floor players.
What about Kobe Sanders?
I would lean the other two.
I would agree with you. Anything else down here?
Drake Powell started again. Even with like a healthy team, he played 24 minutes. I think that's worth mentioning.
Okay.
He's like one of their best defenders. So I don't think it's coincidence they've been better defensively and he's playing.
Okay. Kawhi's $9,500. He was 92 the other day. Still give you 33 actual in the game. We all thought he wasn't going to play him. So,
well, I mean, he just keeps playing through this ankle sprain.
Yeah.
And I just don't know why they keep listing him questionable.
Yeah. So $9,500 Kawhi.
Have you ever sprained your ankle? Like I sprained my ankle once.
Yeah.
And I couldn't how are these it's crazy that he's
probably
able
not as
to,
bad, probably not as serious as you have, but I definitely like twisted an ankle before. That's
right.
definitely playing football and things like that. I mean, MPJ still under 9K. He got off to such a good start in this Pelicans game, and then it was a tractor pull for like the entire second half.
Yeah.
We did have the over 3.5 threes, so shout out to you for hitting that for us. I would still run it back though. I have no problem going there. 20 shots still. Neesmith, Sadiq Bey is $5,700. Bey has been really good. 26 minutes in that last game. That's a little interesting. 26
second leg
minutes
of a back second leg of a back-to-back.
After first
off an injury.
First back-to-back after that's good. Good shot there. I still think if he's gonna play 30 minutes, he's pretty safe. Neesmith sort of the same deal, not shooting the ball well, but the minutes are there.
Yep.
And we talk about the time Pelicans give up so many threes, so could be a good spot for Neesmith.
So many threes. Yeah. I think Ayo Dosunmu, Herder, you can always play some of these bowls. They're options. I think I don't know. Did they already rule Barlow out? If Barlow doesn't play, I would expect Oubre to start, and Oubre is 4,900. Not like a must play, but Kelly Oubre 4,900 piques my interest a little bit if he were to start.
Sure. I mean, again, minutes have been decent, and we know he's a good player. You can play Miller and Grady Dick here. Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to look at what the Toronto minutes ended up at. Agbaji played 23, Dick played 30, Lawson played 17. They played Jamison Battle. They started Jamison Battle 19 minutes. They played 19. If I'm playing any of those, it's probably Agbaji.
Okay.
But I don't even know if I would do that. But he's 3,400 if they're with the same roster again. Because it makes you wonder, Agbaji was the first sub.
Mm-hmm.
Would his 23 minutes have been closer to 30 if Grady Dick hadn't gone Super Saiyan,
Sure. Yeah.
So just a thought.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Over at power forward then, Mobley is $9,100 because again they had they knew Garland was going to be out. Yep. Leaves you Scotty Barnes at 88, Siakam 87. Your top three guys there. We'll throw Zion, who's 7,900 in that mix as well.
I mean, this one is rather easy if Toronto is running it back, right? This one's not difficult. It's Scotty Barnes. You could obviously get to Mobley 91. He looks great. You can always play Pascal. He has a great matchup and is coming off some bangers lately. 45 fantasy points and 3 of 4 and 6 of 8. Zion is ridiculously cheap. I shouldn't say ridiculous. I think it's far more playable under 8K. He's just not, he's back to he's playing with Derek Queen and Yves Missi, and the peripheral stats are just not there enough.
Yeah.
So under 8K, I have a lot of interest. So any of the top 4 I think are great. Scotty Barnes and Pascal would be the 2 that stand out the most to me. Okay. But hard to overlook Mobley without Garland, and hard to overlook Zion with under 8K.
Bazelis is 61, CMB $5,800. We'll go back to Bazelis in a second, but obviously again the minutes huge for him. If Mamu's out again, we know Pirtle's out already. He got off to this is a guy that got off to a super good start again. in this matchup. He had like 8 points and 5 rebounds like the first quarter, and then just kind of disappeared. But we do know that there's some really good upside. Still not 6K yet, so I would play either of those two from Buzelis or CMB.
Yes, I have a lot of interest in both.
Let's see. Jalen Smith's 53. Huff's 46.
Jalen Smith, you're hilarious. Your Jalen Smith comment reigns supreme again. No matter how many minutes, Jalen Smith will give you 26 to 30 fantasy
him coming off the bench. It's just a better value, right? Like, wait for the price come back down, let him come off the bench, and then let him play his 18 minutes. Because this is what I've talked about on the show, was that these high usage rate players on the second unit do all the damage because they're not playing with the starters. So when he's not having to fight with Vucevic and things like that for time, it's easier for him to do awesome things. And that's what we had there. 17 minutes, he doubles. Like it's right. It is what it is. But 53 for him there. Still a little probably maybe too expensive, but
probably
good matchup. Anything else for you at power forward?
Anything else at power forward? I think Clowney's okay. Not like great or bad, but the matchup is great. Jay Huff continues to start, but the minutes collapsed last game.
Yeah. Did the Jay Huff stuff.
Yeah, did the Jay Huff stuff. If Nick Tomlin were to start, I'd have interest. Ooh, Battles question. Doubtful. Oh boy. We might have to start dipping our toes into the Agbaji, Lawson, Grady Dick waters a little bit more. If everybody's out, right? Like, dude, yeah.
Just had to wrap my head around quickly that Anthony Simons has 35 actual right now.
He does. He sure
7 threes, 13 of 25 from the floor.
Dude, he is. If you put a microwave next to him, they look the same. We
took the over 12.5 points on him tonight, and he's about to triple it. So
do you get? It's a shame you can't get like bonus points from that.
Honestly, you should get bonus points on your bets if you triple.
And for every double or triple or like quadruple a point total that someone goes over,
5x multiplier on it or something.
Yeah, like that. You know what, John? Start a petition. I'll sign it.
The campaign, yeah.
I'll sign it.
All right, center Joe Embiid 92. You can play Mobley. Vuk 82. You mentioned the Vuk minutes here, up over 30, 37, 31. The last two had 35, 7, and 5 because there was nobody playing center for Utah that night.
No, there wasn't. Wait, what? There wasn't?
Had we known ahead of time, which we did, sorta. That Nurkic wasn't going to play in that game.
We were told when the starting lineup came out.
Yeah, but the hours and hours of research ahead of time, had we had known, we would have been far more in on Vuk than maybe we were. That said, I do remember saying on the live show that Vuk and Nurkic don't play defense, so it'd still be a good spot for both of them.
Yeah,
and he ate. So Brooklyn, obviously, a little bit of a different matchup, having to deal with Claxton and whatnot, but. At this point, if he's going to play 35 minutes, you might as well just play him. So
agreed.
Derek Queen, tournament only because you don't know if he's going to play 30 or 16 minutes on a given night. Yemisi just dominated early in that game, so Queen never saw the floor again.
Yeah, I think he played 4 minutes and then got banished to the land of wind and ghosts. John, he just brutal scenes.
Allen, Zubac, Claxton, your next tier down.
Zubats, Allen, Claxton. I like all of them. Zubats is too cheap. Jared Allen, the production he's fine at 65. I would probably rather play Nick Claxton for a few $100 cheaper. We've talked about this ad nauseum, right? The Bulls allow the most points, or one of the.
You're kidding me.
Did someone just get traded?
Kyle Tucker's a Dodger.
Is he really?
How?
Is he actually?
How? Jeff
Wow.
Passan, star outfielder Kyle Tucker is a Dodger. How?
On a free agent contract.
How?
Actually,
How?
insane that he's a Dodger.
Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, it's close to a decision, and the Mets have been informed he's going elsewhere. That's what John Heyman just tweeted. Oh boy, Heyman's out here is getting lapped. He's out here saying that the Mets were told that he's not going there, but he's going to the Dodgers. Honestly, salute to the Dodgers, I guess. Right?
What are we how? What's the deferrals on that one?
It's gonna be the short.
What does that lineup look like?
Yeah, I mean,
So what? Andy Pajes just doesn't play anymore? Is that what just
no,
happened?
he's never playing. Yeah, he's never playing again.
Right? You're like
No, he's never. No, he's never.
Or no, it's like Conforto, who's no, because they still have Teoscar, right? So, what does that lineup look like?
So,
right.
Anyways, Nick Claxton.
Show.
Sorry, Nick Claxton.
Absolute meltdown. Just crash out here.
Yeah, that was a tough scene, but I agree. I mean, as anyone who's a baseball fan in the watching will understand what just happened. I mean, you could play Misi 45. We talked about that, right? We've talked about him being like a good punt center if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, dude.
I can't even focus.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I would say Misi is probably our punt center of the day. Danny Wolf's minutes are down.
I'm sorry. I understand that this is a basketball show. Passing now a 3-team trade: Tampa Bay, Cincinnati Angels, Josh Lowe to the Angels, Gavin Lux to the Rays, and a reliever to the Reds. So we're breaking baseball news on the basketball show.
Angels, Josh Lowe, good dude, good ad. They traded Taylor Ward, right? And now they get Josh Lowe. It's a good ad.
Yep.
Good ad. So I do think Misi is the only punt center we can really get to here. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything else we need to. Mobo didn't even play the other day.
Well, I was gonna say if Zubac's out again, don't we just go back here?
Niedenhauser, yeah. I mean, he's okay.
23 minutes, you lit him up. I mean, whenever he's kind of got an extra run, it's been really good.
Yeah, that would be a good pivot off of Brolo for $1,000 cheaper. He's been more productive. Brolo had the ceiling.
Clock 20 minutes. I mean, like
we saw the ceiling game out of Brolo, right? Like we saw where he just did what he did, but I largely agree.
All right. I'm still a bit shook here. Stupid. All right. What are we doing for a lineup here? I don't even want to talk basketball anymore. What are we doing for
we should definitely talk basketball for a little bit longer, and you enjoy it as well.
I do love the NBA, but I'm tilted.
Yeah, it's a tough scenes out there. I will say we want to get I like Toronto quite a bit. So like the Ingram, CMB, Barnes, Shed conversation should be had.
I like the Murray Boyles play as well.
Do Murray Boyles and also Ingram. Ingram is too cheap, dude. Yeah. He's just too cheap. I think Scotty's probably too cheap if everyone sits again, but we don't save 1,000 on Brandon Ingram.
What are we doing for center here?
I'm just kind of trying to plug like just plays in general.
Center would you play CMB at center? Because center is kind of bad.
Yeah, you could play CMB at center. That's fine.
Right? Do CMB at center.
I mean, I would probably, if I were picking a traditional center, Claxton would be the guy going up against Chicago. I mean, the New Orleans Indiana game is probably the best on the board. I think Trey Murphy at 81. Unfortunately, Trey Murphy has only one position. That kind of stinks. But like Nembhard or Murphy or Zion.
Yeah, I like the.
I mean, that game is good.
I like Murphy a lot, actually.
It's not good because there's two really bad teams, but it's good. 236.5 implied points is the most on the board.
Yeah.
Like Toronto Clippers is 216. That's the total of that game.
Toronto Clippers is 216. Well, I feel like do we play Miller just anyways?
I mean, probably because he's in the rotation, and then they have like 3 other pieces that are potentially sitting here. So yeah, we could do that.
Anything else? We need one more play here. Where's our spot?
I like Kobe White. I like play Jalen Tyson.
Okay.
52.
And that would be our forward spot. All right. 60 or forward spot Tyson.
You can play Tyson either. Yeah.
All right. So Ingram, Miller, Murray Boyles, Murphy, Tyson, point guard, power forward, utility, $6,200 left for you guys there. Keith and Grande will be live at 5 p.m. Eastern time to break this one down for you guys again. Until then, we'll catch you later.